Hello, and welcome back to Holistic Healing Hacks. Today we're talking about caffeine versus your kidneys. Is caffeine doing more damage than good? Did you know that your daily coffee could be overworking your kidneys by 40%, and you'd never feel it until it's too late? Yep, it's true. You heard right, 40%. Today we're going to be discussing how to combat this, and by the end of this video, you'll know 1. The exact number of coffees that push kidneys into dangerous territory. 2. A common morning habit that's worse than caffeine for kidney stones. 3. How to enjoy coffee safely, backed by nephrologists. Here's what happens inside your kidneys within 30 minutes of drinking coffee. Renal blood flow drops 22%. Within 30 minutes of sipping coffee, caffeine blocks adenosine receptors in your kidney arteries. Adenosine is the molecule that keeps these blood vessels relaxed and wide open. With it silenced, your renal arteries squeeze shut like a kinked garden hose. Result? A 22% drop in blood flow to your kidneys, the equivalent of your kidneys trying to filter blood through a drinking straw instead of a fire hose. This sudden blood drought forces kidney cells to work harder with less oxygen, accelerating wear and tear. Glomerular filtration rate, or GFR, slows by 11%. Your glomeruli, the tiny blood filters in your kidneys, process 180 liters of blood daily. However, with reduced blood flow from caffeine, these filters start sluggishly backing up like traffic on a freeway. An 11% GFR drop means waste products like creatinine and urea aren't fully cleared. Over months, this creates a toxic backlog. Imagine trash piling up in your kitchen because the garbage truck only comes every other week. For perspective, a GFR below 60 for over 3 months signals chronic kidney disease. Stress hormones spike, forcing kidneys to work overtime. Caffeine tricks your adrenal glands into panic mode, flooding your body with cortisol and adrenaline, the fight-or-flight hormones that erupt during a bear attack. These hormones raise blood pressure, forcing kidneys to filter faster, increase heart rate, diverting blood away from kidneys, and leach magnesium, a mineral critical for kidney relaxation. It's like making your kidneys run a marathon while choking them with a belt. Over time, this hormonal onslaught can lead to adrenal fatigue and hyperfiltration injury. Think of it as burning out your kidney filters from overuse. Now, before we continue, guess which popular drink is worse for kidneys than coffee? Is it A, energy drinks, B, black tea, or C, diet soda? Comment your answer, and let's see how many get it correct. By the way, if you're tired of missing out on life's sweet moments, passing on birthday cakes, dreading holiday meals, or lying awake worrying about tomorrow's blood sugar spike, exhausted from the endless cycle of guilt and fear, where every carb feels like a betrayal and every meal a minefield, what if you could reclaim the joy of eating, savoring decadent dark chocolate brownies that love your glucose levels back, or digging into crispy golden fried chicken that fuels your energy instead of sabotaging it? Imagine laughing over dessert with loved ones, not calculating carbs. Imagine waking up light, energized, and free. No more midday crashes, no more frantic finger pricks. If that sounds good to you, then I've got you covered. Or, if you're haunted by silent what-ifs, scanning lab reports like cryptic warnings, Googling symptoms at 2 a.m., or grieving the loss of your favorite foods. If you're terrified of becoming a prisoner to dialysis or watching your vitality drain away. Sound familiar? What if you could silence that fear forever and awaken your body's natural healing ability? Imagine confidence replacing anxiety, knowing every bite is actively repairing your kidneys, not just not hurting them. I've got just what you need. I created 2 lifelines for you. 1, the Diabetes Recipes Guide, where off limits becomes, oh my god, this is good, with meals that balance blood sugar and ignite your taste buds. 2, revitalize your renal health, where kidney care becomes empowerment, with science-backed recipes and rituals that let you feast freely while safeguarding your health. Together, they're not just guides. They're your invitation to a life unshackled, a life where food is medicine and celebration in every bite, where lab results become proof of your power, not a source of dread. Ready to trade fear for freedom? Both guides are waiting for you in the link below. Your journey to vibrant, fearless health starts now. Because you deserve more than survival. You deserve to thrive. Okay, now let's get back to caffeine. Did you know that caffeine blocks adenosine receptors in your kidneys, which normally help regulate calcium balance? When these receptors are disrupted, your kidneys excrete 25% more calcium into your urine instead of reabsorbing it. Excess calcium in urine binds with oxalate, found in foods like spinach and almonds, to form calcium oxalate crystals, the jagged barbed particles that grow into kidney stones. Think of it like dumping extra gravel into a river. Eventually it clogs. For a person drinking 3 or more coffees daily, this means their urine becomes a minefield of microscopic crystals, each one a potential seed for a stone. Over months or years, these crystals clump into stones as large as blueberries, ready to wreak havoc. Caffeine also reduces protective citrate by 18%. Citrate is your urine's natural stone blocker. It binds to calcium, preventing it from crystallizing with oxalate. But caffeine's diuretic effect flushes citrate out of your body, dropping levels by 18%. Without enough citrate, calcium runs wild in your urine. Imagine removing the guardrails from a highway. Calcium crashes into oxalate unchecked, forming stones. Low citrate plus high calcium equals double trouble. Even mild citrate deficiency increases stone risk by 40%, and heavy coffee drinkers often have chronic citrate depletion. Now, hopefully most already know that caffeine can dehydrate you, thickening stone minerals. Caffeine is a potent diuretic. It forces your kidneys to flush out water, shrinking your blood volume and leaving you dehydrated. Concentrated urine acts like a slow cooker for stones. Minerals like calcium, oxalate, and uric acid become densely packed, clumping together faster. Why does this matter, you ask? Well, dehydration reduces urine output, so minerals sit stagnant in your kidneys longer. This gives crystals time to grow into full-blown stones. Studies show that for every 200 milligrams of caffeine, about 2 coffees, you lose 1 extra cup of water through urine. Chronic dehydration from daily caffeine can thicken urine to the consistency of syrup, prime conditions for stones. Combine these 3 effects: excess calcium, more building blocks for stones, low citrate, no defense against crystallization, and dehydration, concentrated urine accelerates stone growth. It's like leaving a snowball at the top of a hill. Once it starts rolling or growing, it's hard to stop. Sorry to all the hardcore coffee drinkers, but if you're on 4 coffees daily, that actually offers the same kidney stone risk factors as eating 40 strips of bacon weekly. Here's a quick tip: add lemon to your water. Its citrate binds to oxalates, slashing stone risk by 50%. Now, if you're thinking, okay, but what about decaf? Well, if you think decaf is safe, think again. If you're someone who needs to watch your potassium, then decaf might not be the best option for you. Here's why. Decaf coffee retains 200 to 300 milligrams of potassium per cup, nearly as much as a small banana. Healthy kidneys easily filter this, but damaged kidneys struggle to remove excess potassium, leading to hyperkalemia, which is dangerously high blood potassium. High potassium causes irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, and even cardiac arrest. For those with chronic kidney disease, even modest potassium intake can push levels into the danger zone. A 2023 Journal of Renal Nutrition study found chronic kidney disease patients drinking 2 or more decafs daily had 32% higher emergency room visits for hyperkalemia compared to non-coffee drinkers. If your eGFR is below 60, opt for dandelion tea, which is potassium-free, or roasted grain coffee. Most decaf is made by soaking beans in methylene chloride, a chemical solvent also used in paint strippers. While it's considered safe in tiny doses, trace residues remain. The EPA classifies methylene chloride as a likely carcinogen. Over years, daily exposure may strain liver and kidney detox pathways, especially in those with pre-existing conditions. A 2022 Consumer Reports test found methylene chloride in 10 out of 13 major decaf brands, some at levels exceeding EPA safety thresholds for inhalation, though ingestion risks are less clear. Choose Swiss water process or CO2 decaf, which are chemical-free methods. Look for certifications on labels. Another crucial hidden secret is decaf coffee averages 4.8 milligrams oxalate per cup versus 8 milligrams in regular, still enough to feed calcium oxalate stones. Remember, oxalate binds calcium to form jagged crystals. Even small amounts matter if you're prone to stones or have enteric hyperoxaluria, which is gut-driven oxalate overload. For someone on a low oxalate diet, which has a 50 milligram per day limit, just 2 decafs equal 20% of their daily quota, crowding out veggies like spinach or almonds. However, you can pair decaf with calcium-rich foods, like a splash of milk, to bind oxalate in the gut before it reaches kidneys. Just not too often. The bigger picture, to say the least, is, for someone suffering with kidney issues, decaf isn't safe. It's less harmful. For kidney patients, it's like swapping a chainsaw for a steak knife. Better, but still risky without caution. Now, I'm sure it all sounds like doom and gloom if you're a coffee drinker. However, there are safer alternatives. It's important to understand that with kidney disease and debates still on the rise, you are not alone, and there are ways to help improve your kidney function. Speaking of which, if you're someone who's feeling lost in a sea of confusing terms, conflicting advice, and late-night Google spirals, if you're newly diagnosed, terrified of what's next, or just exhausted by information overload, this is your lifeline. What if you could silence the noise and finally understand what diabetes really means, in plain, simple language? Discover the 3 types of diabetes. Yes, 3. And know exactly which one affects you or your loved ones. Stop second-guessing symptoms with clear, jargon-free explanations of what to watch for and why. Ditch the fear and replace it with clarity, confidence, and control. I've put together a complimentary diabetes clarity book, your shortcut to cutting through the chaos. No medical jargon, no upsells, just answers. Inside, you'll get the truth about type 1, type 2, and the hidden third type. Most never talk about it. Symptom breakdowns that actually make sense. No PhD required. Myth-busting facts to stop blaming yourself or wondering, did I cause this? Next step strategies to take action today without feeling overwhelmed. This isn't just a guide. It's your peace of mind. No more sleepless nights. Just clarity, so you can breathe again. Tap below to grab your free copy now. Because understanding diabetes shouldn't feel like solving a riddle. P.S. Share this with someone drowning in confusion. They'll thank you. Now, let's dive into those safer alternatives and figure out just how much coffee is actually safe. First off is dandelion, which could be your kidney's new best friend. Dandelion root contains taraxasterol and sesquiterpene lactones, compounds that act as natural diuretics, boosting urine flow by 23% without leaching potassium. Unlike coffee, it's rich in inulin, a prebiotic that feeds kidney-protective gut bacteria. Drinking dandelion tea can help increase urine flow, flush out toxins, and prevent mineral buildup. Meanwhile, inulin reduces inflammation linked to chronic kidney disease. It's a double win for kidney health. Here's a quick tip. Roast dandelion root at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes for a deeper coffee-like flavor. Add a splash of oat milk and cinnamon for a kidney-safe latte. Next up is chicory latte, the gut-kidney superhero. Chicory's inulin, a prebiotic fiber, ferments in the gut to produce short-chain fatty acids. These SCFAs lower systemic inflammation and reduce uremic toxins, waste products that strain kidneys. Now you may be wondering why I'm talking about gut health. Well, did you know a healthy gut microbiome cuts kidney disease progression risk by 40%? Chicory's SCFAs also improve mineral absorption, preventing calcium oxalate stone formation. A 2023 trial found that CKD patients drinking chicory daily for 8 weeks had 18% lower urea levels and improved eGFR, which is the kidney filtration rate. Mix chicory powder with hot water, frothed almond milk, and a dash of vanilla for a creamy, stone-safe latte. And last up is matcha, the calm energy boost. It's great that matcha has gained a lot of popularity in recent years. Matcha actually contains L-theanine, an amino acid that counteracts caffeine's stress effects by boosting alpha brainwaves, which are linked to relaxation, by 35%. Its oxalate content is 50% lower than coffee, slashing kidney stone risk. As we know already, stress spikes cortisol, which damages kidney blood vessels over time. Matcha's L-theanine keeps cortisol in check while providing steady energy. Whisk 1 teaspoon matcha into 8 ounces of alkaline water with a pH of 9 or higher to further inhibit oxalate absorption. Add a squeeze of lemon for citrate's stone-blocking power. Now, the question you've been asking and the answer you've been waiting for: how much caffeine is actually safe? Based on 23 clinical studies, here's the nephrologist-approved guide. Healthy kidneys. Maximum 200 milligrams of caffeine per day, which equals 2 small cups of coffee. Early kidney disease. Maximum 100 milligrams per day, which equals 1 small coffee. Advanced kidney disease. 0 caffeine. Here are some red flags you should be on the lookout for. Foamy urine means there's protein leakage. Swollen ankles are a sign of fluid retention. If you're still feeling fatigue after coffee, that could be a sign of adrenal exhaustion, and it might be time to get a checkup. Don't forget to grab your complimentary Diabetes Clarity book if you're new, or even if you're not. The more you know, the better. And also, if you're serious about your kidney health and want to learn natural remedies to help your body heal naturally, then grab your copy of Revitalize Your Renal. Remember to try replacing 1 coffee with dandelion tea. Drink some lemon water before each meal. And here's a bonus tip. Take magnesium citrate nightly. It blocks oxalates. Don't forget to comment on which popular drink you think is worse for kidneys than coffee. A. Energy drinks, B. Black tea, or C. Diet soda. Comment your answer, and let's see how many get it correct. Give this video a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next holistic healing hacks.